Moving away slightly from transfers, big game Saturday night, guys. Champions League final, Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham versus Dortmund, Jadon Sancho. Who's winning, David?
Dortmund. My Dortmund were winning number 2. It's happening. The only thing I'm going off is vibes. That is it. Madrid are aura monsters, and they just seem like whenever they're in trouble, magical penalty. Someone's hand hit the ball. It's a penalty. Oh no. Rodrigo might just bang in a free kick from 40 yards away, because why not? It's the Champions League final. But no, genuinely, I'm really hopeful. And Dortmund have been like very focused on this one competition, so I'm really hoping that it like comes off for the team, because I think it'd actually be really good. Because it's Marco Reus's last game, and I love Marco Reus, and I want him to on a high. So yeah. Tony,
it's going to make that inevitable Vinicius goal hurt even more, isn't it? On
that, Tom, just let me ask. I assume we all want Dortmund to win.
Mm-hmm. Why do you assume that? Just
because they're the underdog. Oh. Normally, people want the underdog. Like, or is it because Madrid playing white? It reminds you of Tottenham. You can squint your eyes. And
Honestly, he's won the FA Cup and he's come out with all his chest, giving it loud.
When you say just won the FA Cup, let's have a little look here.
Oh my God!
Just won the FA Cup. Right. We're talking about just won the FA Cup. Come on now, let's slow down.
None of you had that. You had that at the ready, boy. You had that.
That's there. I'm sick and tired of people talking about Man United like we're dead. Just to remind everybody, no one comes close barring Liverpool. Everyone else is a million miles away. Even City, still pretty much double them.
Those community fields.
By the way, Spurs and Chelsea, you know, there ain't much difference in size domestically between you two, you know, in terms of total trophies.
Community shields. That doesn't count. They don't count.
If it counts for everyone else, it counts for us.
Hold on now. How many of them community shields were shared?
Listen, if it counts for you lot, it counts for us.
Back when they were competing in community shields, you could share them.
Literally, just share the trophy. Hold it up.
Doesn't matter. If we're going to start rewriting history, listen, I'm taking away all Liverpool's trophies when the pass-back rule was in play, bruv. Like, come on now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm taking it all away. I'm taking away all the modern trophies where you can make 5 subs. Think about all the poor teams that can only have 1 sub on the bench. Come on, we can't start rewriting history here. But yeah, no, it's I was only messing. But yeah, do you think Real Madrid? Do you want Real Madrid to win, Patty?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, man. I just want to see a good final. I mean, out of the 2 teams, I like Real Madrid more. I like their players more. Jude, Camavinga, obviously Vinicius Jr. I like Real Madrid, man. I just like the way they play. I like their players, but I just want to see a good final. I don't have no dog in the fight. I don't really care who wins. I'd love to see Sancho win it just because of everything he's been through, all the adversity, written off in England, obviously going over to Germany and literally balling out again. But I can't lie to you, it doesn't really bother me. So I just want to see a good game. Like David was saying, it not decided on a dodgy penalty or something really dubious, and let the best team on the day win.
Bold asking a Real Madrid game now.
It's a very bold asking a Real Madrid game.
I don't think anybody has a dog in the fight. So basically, Real Madrid, if they win another, 15th Champions League? Mm-hmm. They're the only team that dominates a competition that gets celebrated. I think we should all want them to lose. Genuinely.
I mean, yeah and no. I mean, look, I think that they're celebrated because what they do is just so formidable, and it's almost, you know, I'm not Jamaican, but I used to love watching Usain Bolt race. I'm not Spanish. Where is Djokovic from? Is he Croatian? Serbian, sorry. I'm not Serbian, Spanish, or from Switzerland, but watching those 3 play tennis, and Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic was a thing of beauty. And there's a part of that I like. But I love an underdog story as well. And Dortmund, although historically are a big club and have won a Champions League before, most people thought they'd drop out of the group that had Newcastle and PSG in. And then pretty much every single knockout round, they were predicted to go out. So from my point of view, I'd love to see them just go one more game where they kind of where they sort of break the mold and they get the victory. I also think it sends a good message to other European, like, sort of this notion of it's always the same suspects that win everything. It's always the same teams that win everything. Having I know Dortmund are still a big name, but no one had them probably in the top 5, top 6, top 7 teams that could win it this year. I think it sends a good message into every other single dressing room around you can go and win it. And I think you need a little bit of that in football every now and then, rather than always being the same. A little bit of a Rocky story and a bit of an underdog story. I like. Plus, I'd like Jadon Sancho to win it too. He was brilliant in that first. I would love for him, with the year that he's had, to have a stand, just like Mainu did at the weekend for Man United. I'd love for Jadon Sancho to have a standout performance in that final, be the man of the match, Dortmund win a Champions League. I'd just be really chuffed and happy for him to do that. So I'm kind of, because and Sabitzer plays there as well. They're both, one still is a Man United player, but there's a Man United connection there. So yeah, I want Dortmund to do it for 2 reasons really. But one thing for sure, I think it's going to be an excellent game. And I mean, it's with no disrespect. Sorry, go on, Kate.
I was going to say, to be fair, when I was on here the week before, or the week of the Man City Real Madrid games, I was the only one who predicted Madrid to go through. Everyone else said Man City. So they've been kind of underdogs in that respect, because everybody thought Man City would knock them out.
You can't call them underdogs.
I said
because everyone expected Man City to push them aside. Yeah, David, I think you did. Actually, to be fair. But the majority on here said Man City will win. I don't care. I'm not going to be watching it because I'm at a party anyway. But I do like to see Madrid win, and I find it fascinating that no matter what happens, they always seem to find a way to win when it comes to the Champions League. So I think they'll win it.
They're like the antithesis. Have you noticed this? Sorry, have you noticed that Real Madrid are like the antithesis of Spurs? They always find a way to win. You always find a way to lose. It's like the opposites of the same spectrum. You two both wear white as well.
Wow, Terry's saucer and milk.
Yeah, best.
What is up with Terry today?
Modric just play for both as well. So if
Modric,
Modric, of course. There you go.
If you got,
he just needs to wait for that moment when Modric is holding the trophy and then squint really hard. It looks like it's back to 2008 all over again.
Yeah.
Isn't it past your bedtime, Tom? Come on, time for bed now.
I think everyone should not want to see Real Madrid continue to dominate this competition, which is considered one of the best club competitions
the best
in the world.
Team will win on the day, man.
Same way why people don't want to see Manchester United, Liverpool, even Man City dominate consistently. You don't want for the sport. I don't think it's a good thing. I think some parity, some other winners getting the Champions League consistently is better off. Real Madrid, basically in my lifetime, have lifted how many Champions Leagues? 7? What is it?
Yeah, but according to you, Ego, your team get
more
my
lifetime. The last
combined 11.
How many have they lifted?
Yeah, but your combined 11 is all Arsenal, not Real Madrid. So
No.
how are they?
Forget about the banter. Let's keep it real for a second. Let's keep it real for a second. On a serious note, you guys really want to see a team dominate like this? Like when we celebrated Leverkusen winning the Bundesliga, we celebrate when Monaco or somebody else wins the French league. We celebrate when, we see different teams take off a giant. Seeing Real Madrid win it again, I would absolutely hate it. And I don't even dislike Real Madrid. I just don't like the dominance of one team consistently winning. I keep that consistent. I said the same thing about City.
Do you know why? I do get it, Gal, because that's been your entire life, hasn't it? With Man United dominating you now, Chelsea dominating you now, City dominating you. I do get
Chelsea
it.
Never dominated, bro.
Excuse me, Wenger's styles of the game. That was domination.
Chelsea never dominated.
That was domination.
Chelsea had spurts. If we're gonna say Manchester United and City dominated, fair. But Chelsea never dominated the Premier League.
No, but they dominated you.
We dominated you for years.
We dominated them this year. It doesn't mean shit.
You beat 1 year. My whole life, Arsenal were a little team.
Listen,
Arsenal
we've owned you. We've owned you for
Arsenal
the last 2 years.
didn't win a trophy till I was in secondary school.
I don't think you've beaten us since Sarri was your manager.
Yeah, but you don't get a trophy for that.
That's true. But why are we talking about it then? I'm talking about the Champions League.
What I'm talking about when I said Chelsea is that when Chelsea, from like 2004 up until, fairly recently, they were just, in comparison, it was two Champions Leagues, league titles, FA Cups, League Cups, UEFA Cups. Like that's a dominant spell over you. So I do get where you're coming from, Miguel. I'm a bit like, I don't mind seeing them
because I've seen you in the league, Terry. You say the similar thing.
Yeah, so I don't really have a rivalry with Real Madrid in that way. I want to be top of the English pile. Once I'm top of the English pile, then maybe I'd look at. It's hard though. The reason I don't ever target like Real Madrid in terms of getting ahead of them is that I know some people don't like hearing this, but there are certain clubs where English teams will never catch the amount of league titles they have because it's a 1 or 2 horse race in their league. They've got 30 or 40 league titles, and you're never going to catch that. So I don't target it as a goal that I'd love my club to try and achieve. It's, it's like I'd like to have more trophies than Celtic or Rangers, but you're never going to do that because it's basically Celtic and Rangers that win all their nation's trophies every single year. So I get your point. I don't want to see Real Madrid win. That's because I want to see the underdog win the football match. However, if and when they do win it, I do look at them in awe and just think, wow, that is just phenomenal and it's amazing. Because I have no emotional connection to them. If it was any of you guys doing it in your clubs, it would bother me because there's a genuine rivalry there, in my opinion. But I just don't personally feel one when it comes to Real Madrid are one of the only clubs, and I was actually at the ground where we've Man United fans, we've given Madrid standing ovations at halftime and full time for how good they are as a club. I remember being at games there where Ryan Giggs came onto the pitch and the Bernabeu stand up and all gave him a standing ovation. It's a different feeling, if that makes sense, that I have towards them. So I do get you, but we have a super chat here that says stuff Madrid. I want Marco Reus to win. Yeah, same here. Real Madrid haven't lost a final since Fergie beat them with Aberdeen. That's 1983 or 84. They haven't lost a European final.
They lose to Liverpool in their last final.
That was 81.
Real Madrid. I need to check this. Real Madrid European. Final records. Let's have a little look here. So they've triumphed in 14 out of 17 finals to date. That might just be the Champions League. I need to look at all international football. Let's have a little look here. Yeah, when was the last final?
So they lost. We were the last team to beat them in the Champions League.
They lost 2 in the 60s, and then they lost 81 against you. That's just Champions League it's looking at. Yeah, but they haven't lost a Champions League final since then. In other UEFA competitions, yes, it was against Aberdeen in 1983. So 1983 was the last European Cup final, European trophy final they lost. The last Champions League was 1981. So it's literally 40 plus years since they last lost a final. It's crazy. That's just formidable.
And you guys want these guys to win a 15th. Mental.
What can you do?
Dortmund win either way because of Bellingham clause. This is they'll get some great money in it. They're great. Part of me also wants Real Madrid to do it and for Bellingham to be the star because I would love an Englishman to win the Ballon d'Or. And I think if Bellingham plays well, scores the winner, or gets a brace in that game, I think it cements him the Ballon d'Or because even though he's English, he'll have that sort of Real Madrid PR behind him, which is just huge. So I think he'll win, and it'd be nice to see an Englishman. I swear, it'd be the first Englishman since Michael Owen. So, yeah. Good luck beating Madrid with Mbappe and Alphonso Davies. Yeah, I mean, they're just going to get better and better. And all their youngsters like Camavinga and that are all getting older. It's going to be a crazy next few years.